What do you as a woman really need in a man versus what do you think that you need in a man? I'll say that again. What do you as a woman really need in a man, and what do you think versus what do you think that you need in a man? If you're new here, welcome. My name is SAGENEL TV. Check the description box to learn a bit more about me and what I can offer you. Like this video, subscribe, and of course drop your comments on what you think about what we are sharing here today. So as quickly as possible, I want to examine two things today that would help you as a woman really come off the bias and even remove the barrier that has been holding you from seeing the man or from marrying the man of your dreams. And these barriers and biases are things that have been put there from childhood, have been put there by culture, things that are knowing that you know, knowingly and unknowingly, things that you know subconsciously and unconsciously that you have accepted. Let's start with the things that women think they need in a man. So you think that you need a tall, dark and handsome man. That is what a typical average woman thinks that they need in a man. A woman thinks that they need a billionaire. You also think that you need a built muscle, a man that has built muscle, sleeps in the gym. You think that you need a man that is going to propose to you in a limousine. You think that you need a smooth, sweet line talker. These are the things that women think that they need in a man. You think that you need a popular social media influencer. You think that you need a man who talks spirituality but is not half of what he talks about. You think that you need a man who takes good, sexy pictures for Instagram, Tinder. You also think that you need a man who is swagalicious. And you think that you need a man who is a good kisser and smoocher. And what is wrong with all of these values that I've called? Are they bad things? No. And don't just hold on 1 minute. We're going to get to the part of what you actually need. The problem with these things that I have just called out is not that they are bad things. It is just that they are things that people have, or women have, put out as the fundamental foundation, the most important things that they are looking out for in a man. So do you know that you can have a tall, dark and handsome man who is a thief? You can have a billionaire who is a cheat. You can have a person who has built muscles and all that, who is a physical and verbal abuser. And you can also have these people and they are all nice and loving. Please don't get it wrong. So this video is not to make you feel like, you should have an ugly man before you know that you're doing the right thing. No, not at all. But I'm using this video to educate you, to help you pay attention to the most important thing, such that even if you have a man who has all of these features that I've called out to you, and he has all of the good characters I'm going to call out shortly, you are good to go, sis. But the thing is, many times, many people are not examining the most important features. They are just examining some of these things, because the list we have a longer list. It's just 10 that I picked up. With his tall, dark and handsome, billionaire, built muscle, sleeps in the gym, proposes to you in a limousine, popular. So these are the things that people are looking out for majorly, and that shouldn't be your most important feature that you are looking out for. These things should be secondary. They should be the secondary things that you are looking out for, not the primary things. Okay, so what are the primary things? What are the things you really need? Because what I just called for you is what you think you need in a man. What are the things you really need? You need kindness and integrity. You need love, peace and authenticity. You need nurture, thoughtfulness from a man. You need a man who fears and loves God. You don't just need a man who talks spirituality. You need a man who actually fears and loves God. You need a man who would offer you true friendship and whose friend you truly are. You need a man who has a forgiving spirit. If you are going to be in a long partnership with anybody, you're going to be offended by the person, whether knowingly or unknowingly. This person is going to offend you. So if you are also going to offend the person. So if both ways there is no forgiving spirit, and that's likewise to you as well, but we're just talking about the men's features now. If both ways there's no forgiveness, the relationship and marriage cannot thrive. You need a man who has a matured mind and is an actual adult. You see, one of the important characteristics of an adult is that they have a matured thinking mind. Do you understand? And many they just put a feather inside the swimming pool. Ooh. Oh my god. All right. So you need a mature, and I was saying that's one of the characteristics of an adult. So you cannot say that. You cannot say you are in a relationship, and marriage is for adults, it's not for children. There's a reason why children are not getting married in a sane society, because this video will be here for years. We don't know what the world is going to turn into, but there's a reason why the creator did not make children get married when he first of all showed us and modeled what marriage looks like at the very beginning. So you want to make sure, and the best way to, before I move on to the next point, the best way to know that you are with somebody who has a matured mind is their ability to ask questions, and also their ability to answer questions as well. So you want to make sure we have this in our school. We have a question and answer assessment thing that we do for couples, premarital couples, or any kind of couple for that matter. So if you're interested, just send me an email. You'll see my contact in the description below. So that's what you need. You need a purposeful man who is vision driven. You need a purposeful man who is vision driven. You need a man with healthy habits, with healthy habit patterns. You need a man with healthy habit patterns. And you need a man whose value system and yours is compatible and it is in alignment. So you want to make sure things are about to range. So you want to make sure that these are the things you are paying attention to. Not just tall, dark, and handsome billionaire. You see, I didn't talk about money in this, what women really need in a man, in my initial point, because the list is limitless, really. But for this context, it's 10, in case you don't know how many each I mentioned 10 each. For this 10 that I'm examining and I'm sharing with you today, there's the ability, a person that I've just called out now, especially with a matured mindset, the person who thinks, the person who is purposeful, who is vision driven. Such people never lack money. A person who has a healthy habits pattern, such people never lack money. They don't. So when many times you say, oh, what are you looking for, a billionaire? Do you know that you can get into a relationship with a person right now, right here, who you meet in just 2022 at the year that I'm recording this, and the person is a billionaire right now, right here. Maybe you don't do deep analysis or questioning of how this person got to where he is. You get married to the person within 6 months, 1 year, and you just feel, because I have a lot of situations like that. As much as I want to use that as an example, these things happen in real life. You just feel that it's okay, that he has money, he has this house in this area, in your region, in the toppest area in your region. Anyways, long story short, you feel that it's okay because he's a billionaire and has all these things. Then you just married this man, and then you realize that, oh, it was a one-hit wonder. This person got money because of one deal, and it doesn't even have to be shady. It can be something that they did, one hit wonder, just rough farm, we got the money, and then the money will finish now if you don't use it wisely, and then you see that this person doesn't have the ability to create wealth. So what you need is not just a billionaire. You need a man, and likewise you yourself, who has the ability and capacity to create wealth over and over again. And that can be seen in the healthy habits patterns in the person's life. Healthy habit patterns includes eating patterns, work patterns, their lifestyle patterns. Those are the kind of, do they drink? What do they do for recreation? What do they read? Are there people who love to be educated? That's what I mean. So in case the English big, that's what it comprises. Some of the things it comprises of. The healthy habit patterns. So those are some of the things, including how do they spend money. You can't be billionaire and the person just doesn't care. The person just spends money anyhow. Value system compatibility as well, because your value system is how you spend money, and that is another conversation entirely. So if a person has a value system for something you don't care for, you guys are going to have money problem, especially if the value system is money based. All right, so let me know what you have learned from this video. Again, it is nice to have all of these physical features if it comes for you, or if you happen to be the girl who has a tall, dark, handsome guy with all of these things. Good for you. The world is happy for you. And well, for me particularly, I can't talk for others. I don't have any problem with anybody having tall, dark, and handsome guy, or built muscle and all that muscles. The thing is the person primarily sound and fit to even be an adult, first of all, before being a person who is fit for marriage. And these are the things I want you to examine as you watch this video. Share your comments with me, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, I want to add one more thing. When it comes to, and I will talk about it, when it comes to, you know what? I'll talk about that in a different video entirely. Let me not, because I know myself, if I start to add that point right here, right now, we won't go anywhere. But I just want to say briefly that when it comes to sex and sexuality, it can be learned. All of you, or people who are experts, or who claim to be experts in sex, and they are single and they are feeling fly, they learned it. So it's not a shame if a person starts to learn about sex in marriage. In fact, that is the core, that is the place that a person should start learning about sex. So about kissing, how the person is good in bed or not good in bed, and likewise for you as the girl, if you are a man watching this, so vice versa, it is not just one way. I want you to know that it is something that can be learned. You know why? There's nobody that came being an expert in bed. So if you're having expert mentality that I want to think, many people do this naive, they carry this naive concepts, and they think that is cool. They say things like, oh, I want to try this person. The person should be tested. The person should be tried. The person that you want to be tried and tested, or you, the tried and tested person, did you not learn it? Maybe one day you learn them. So that's something for you to think about. So do not change yourself as a woman, or do not allow people, especially if you're a person who is waiting, virgin, celibate, believes deeply in sex in marriage, not before marriage, or not even after or outside of marriage. I want you to know that, hey, all of those things, small child, kids, all these things can be learned. It can be learned. In fact, learning is one of the most important skills any human can have, whether you are married or not. So with that said, share with me what you think about this in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Tell me you did not enjoy it. Tell me you did not. Of course you enjoyed it. Please do well to share with others, and I will see you in my next video. Subscribe. Bye.